From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Got a line of showers and severe thunderstorms making their way through mid-Michigan this afternoon. We'll zoom in just a bit on this activity as it's moving off towards the east and northeast. Strongest cells currently located in portions of Clinton County. This cell has had a history of producing some larger size hail and some gusty winds as well. There is a look at the warning that's in effect. Berry, Eaton, and Ionia County until 6:15. Further to the south, we're watching the secondary line with a new severe thunderstorm warning issued for portions of Branch County. That is in effect until 6:30 tonight. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch, but that's already been canceled to the west, so it will likely be canceled well before 10 o'clock this evening. Forecast-wise for tonight, temperatures, they are in the upper 60s, falling into the low 50s by early tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about the severe weather threat coming up. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
A resounding vote of no confidence for the leaders of Michigan State Police. It's our top story at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer.
And I'm Jorma Duran. The Michigan State Police Troopers Association sent out a survey to its members last week. 6 News was able to obtain the results, which shows minimal support for Colonel James Grady by members directly involved.
6 News reporter Sean Graney is here for you tonight with those results and an update from the Troopers and Command Officer Associations. Sean, what did they tell you?
Siobhan, Jorma, the State Police Troopers and Command Officers Association sent out a one-question survey to its membership. The question, do you have confidence in the leadership of Colonel James Grady and Lieutenant Colonel Amy Brimacombe? And the answer was a resounding no. Take a look. Slightly more than 1.5% said yes, that they do have confidence in their leadership, while almost 98.5% said no, they don't. And there's a pretty big sample size. The organization sent the question out to more than 1,500 of its members, and more than 75% responded to it. In a statement released by the Michigan State Troopers and Command Officers Association, they say the combined results confirm an overwhelming majority of enlisted members have no confidence in your ability to lead the Michigan State Police. Clearly, you have lost the support of your essential employees. You are no longer able to achieve the department's mission and philosophy of leadership. State Representative Mike Mueller testified before the House Oversight Committee on May 13th that people were upset with Grady's leadership and promotion of his number 2 over other senior officers.
We want the answers so then the public can see exactly what's going on within the state police. I want to improve the morale. I want them to know that, when you read the surveys, they say, when is anybody going to listen to us? These surveys are a joke. They don't do anything. Well, I read it and I want to do something about it, and I'm taking that chance to do that today.
We've reached out to the state police spokesperson to see if we can get Colonel Grady's reaction to the results, and we will update you when we have more on this story. Back to you.
John, thank you. We have an update for you tonight on a deadly shooting in Lansing Sunday evening.
Police have identified the victim as 58-year-old Marvin Hyde Jr.
The victim's age was initially reported as 59 years old by police. The shooting happened shortly after 5:30 p.m. in the 3300 block of Barterville Street on the city's north side. Police say Hyde was shot multiple times. He was taken to U of M Health Sparrow, but later pronounced dead. Police say they believe the shooting was an isolated incident, and they're still investigating exactly what happened. No word tonight on any arrests.
Officials in Eaton County say they're feeling the impacts of the failed public safety millage that appeared on ballots last November and again at the beginning of May.
Our Karina Prieto spoke with Sheriff Tom Reich today, and she's here for you now with how he's feeling about all the changes and the impact on the community. Karina.
Siobhan, Jorma, the public safety millage failed in May with almost 57% of voters rejecting the proposal. Sheriff Reich tells me that this has caused a lack of road patrol, more staff resignations, and only one officer working for animal control. Now, that officer is mostly responsible for maintaining the building, caring for animals, and completing paperwork. So with the shelter at full capacity and animal control without officers to send out, Sheriff Reich says the community will need to rely on their local police departments for their needs. The sheriff also says the increase in resignations stems from a lack of stability and support, and says he's sad to see so many great deputies moving to other departments. While officials understand that community members may not want a tax increase, they say they'll pay the price in other ways.
Public safety, they're what they're going to give up. Sure, Michigan State Police is going to be out there taking calls. However, you got to keep in mind there's only so many troopers out there at Post 11, and they have 3 different counties to worry about. Taxes, no one likes taxes. I don't like taxes either. Public safety would be worth it. This is the first time Eaton County has ever had this kind of a problem of having no road patrol, and it's a first for me.
Now, plans for another attempt at the public safety millage are up in the air for the moment, but Sheriff Reich says that there's a possibility of trying again in 2026. Siobhan Jorma, back to you.
All right, thank you, Karina.
We're following several stories from many mid-Michigan municipal governments, and we'll start in Lansing, where the City Council is meeting tonight.
Yes, council members will likely continue discussions about the health care costs for retired firefighters who could see a significant increase in the cost-sharing portion of their health care. There are also 2 public hearings for housing projects and a planned discussion on the Juneteenth celebrations.
In Charlotte, Mayor Lewis says the City Council could vote on the chicken coop matter at their council meeting at 7 p.m. They could also decide to table it for another meeting. We'll let you know what they decided tonight at 11.
In Jackson, the County Chamber of Commerce has released a comprehensive recommendation to address a critical funding shortfall for the City of Jackson's parking infrastructure.
Originally, the City of Jackson proposed raising $750,000 annually through parking assessment hikes or installing parking meters.
The Chamber's plan reduces that target by 20% to $600,000 and instead relies on increases to parking permit fees and fines, coupled with a one-time flat fee of approximately $700 per property owner. Proponents say this method avoids ongoing financial strain on downtown businesses and is estimated to generate between $595,000 and $602,000 a year, closing the current funding gap.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, the warning for portions of Ionia and Eaton counties has been canceled. That leaves us with just 1 severe thunderstorm warning in effect now. That's for Branch County until 6:30 this evening. We'll zoom a little bit further to the east. Take a look at Live Storm Tracker 6 Doppler radar. Strong cell in portions of Clinton County, and that is heading on towards the east and northeast very rapidly this afternoon. There are some of the arrival times. Should be in LT by 6:34. As far to the northeast as St. Charles by 6:53 and then 7:02 for Shields. So it's going to move through rapidly over the next 45 minutes or so. And still, as I look at this, the 3D perspective, this storm, I mean, it's up there at around 20,000 feet or so at times, but the bulk of the time it's below that, and that just doesn't get you big severe storm winds down to the surface. I mean, it can still down some branches, but when you're talking about big damage, severe weather kind that we've seen this spring so far, I don't see anything like that out there tonight. Further to the south, the other line of storms, there are those arrival times for you. Should be in Jackson by around 6:30 this evening, Hillsdale 6:45, Ann Arbor by around 7:30, and then it's basically out of the TV6 viewing area. The entire line has produced some gusty winds and some small hail, and that really is about it. But when you look at the damage reports coming in, like this is out of Charlotte with a 41 mile per hour gust. That's not too terribly strong. Same thing as you head down towards portions of Jackson County, Sandstone at 47 miles per hour, and then the cell that's been in portions of Clinton County produced a 40 mile per hour gust. So none of that is severe by nature. So overall, things are looking pretty good for us this evening. So we look at precision cast now through around 8 o'clock. Storms are done and heading east. We'll see cooler weather building in by early tomorrow morning as an area of low pressure begins to push away from the region. By tomorrow afternoon, a couple passing clouds. That's really about it. Temps will be in the low 70s, cool, and it's going to be breezy tomorrow. That's the 2 weather complaints, I suppose. Moving ahead into Wednesday morning, quiet weather for us in mid-Michigan. A stationary front gets organized by the afternoon, and eventually that may pop up some showers and thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. And where that happens exactly, there could be some locally heavy amounts of rainfall and maybe some gusty winds or some severe weather too. Temperatures out sitting in the low 60s for Lansing, 59 in Mason, still 65 Ann Arbor. On the Skyview network, the McLaren cam, temperatures now 61 degrees after a high of 77. Wind gusts not bad, only 1,407 inches of rainfall, so nothing too terribly heavy. In Grand Ledge, the rain showers beginning to wind down. We picked up almost a 1/4 of an inch, pretty respectable total. Our wind gust only 21 miles per hour today. Day. How about the Jackson Cam? Skies starting to look threatening as that next line of storms approaches. 600 of an inch of rainfall and that wind gust earlier at 47. Here's the final stop on the Skyview Network tower cams in Hillsdale at 69 degrees. Today's high was 76. Wind gust 21 and 1/100 of an inch of rain. Tonight's forecast then 52, the overnight low, as storms quickly move out. Tomorrow's forecast is going to be breezy and mild, temperature near 72. Our average high is around 77, so we'll call that below average. The 6-day forecast over the next 6 days, temperatures 82 on Wednesday, mid-70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with a chance for some showers. But of course, just in time for Father's Day for me and Jorma. Temperatures upper 70s, some sunshine, looking good. And then next week, we're looking generally at lower 80s, a couple storms Monday and Thursday of next week.
Okay, good.
I know the weather looks really good right now on Father's Day, but you know what I like to do on Father's Day?
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
Should have made it rainy.
I know. So if it changes, I won't be mad.
All right.
I know my wife will be mad at me for saying that, but
Sorry, Dads, we're going to make it rain now.
David likes to work a lot on Father's Day.
Yeah, that's project day for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
The family always gets me something that I can build or put together.
Oh.
They're having the
Well,
order.
I ask every year to have me do nothing with the kids and wife. They fail every year.
No, 'cause-
so I'll be doing something.
Yeah, with the weather that night.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Thanks, David.